What is up, YouTube? Saturday, April 4th, 6:46 in the morning, and this is part 2 of being 25 weeks away from my first Ironman 70.3. So last time we spoke, that was at the end of March. That was probably the 30th or something like that. I ended up having to go into the office for the last 3 days. I had to go into the office April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Today is the 4th, so I have time to record, and I'm going to go through another day. It's a little harder for me to wake up this morning because last night we went to our very first comedy show to see Nate Bargatze. Shout out to Nate Bargatze, if I pronounced that right. He was a great comedian, and it was really fun, and my birthday is next week, so it was my girlfriend's part 1 of my birthday present, so it was amazing. So had that fun last night. Now that we're back in the morning, and today I think it's going to be a packed training day. Right now I'm about to go to the gym. I'm going to hit some legs, and I have an appointment this morning, and in the middle of the day I'm going to go on my first bike ride, and then after that I either want to go on a swim or a run. So first thing in the morning I'm going to go ahead and hit the weights. Middle of the day I'm going to go on a bike ride, and then in the evening I'm either going to go on a run or a swim. So yeah, that is it. What has happened in the last 3 days? Well, I take the metro to work, so that's never fun. Follow my YouTube reels. I post my morning routines on there every single day. So I think right now I'm T-minus 176 days out from my first Ironman 70.3. So I track on my YouTube reels. I'll post one of those a day, and it shows me just waking up at around the same time every single morning. 5 days a week I wake up at 4 a.m. and on the weekends I normally wake up around 5 or 6 a.m. So yeah, and on top of my YouTube reels you'll also see those daily vlogs on my TikTok, and it literally shows my entire morning routine. It's the same. I'm more of a rinse and repeat kind of person. I really like that structure in my morning routine. And if you don't see these long form videos on YouTube until the end of the week, then you can see those short form daily vlogs on a daily basis. So yeah, that's pretty much what the day is going to look like. I'm going to stop yapping and just get right into it, and I will see you guys either in the car or in the gym. So I'll see you later. All right, what is up, YouTube? I forgot to mention this, but I am rocking the satin skull cap, and I've got Dark Sport on the tee. This is the Dark Sport collab with Naruto, and I got an entire box from them with about 4 or 5 t-shirts. Best purchase ever. Shout out to Dark Sport, shout out to the brand Satin. Oh, and I also got my Garmin 965 on my wrist from my girlfriend. So yeah, let's head to the gym. Now, as I'm about to go to the gym, sometimes I forget that these are long form YouTube videos. So, with that being said, I need to make them a little longer. But not only that, it's okay to talk to the camera. So that's what I'm gonna do. Today I've got legs on the menu, and I hope my camera does not fall down. I don't think it will, so I think we're good. Back on what I was talking about earlier with being a morning person. Jesse, how do you wake up at 4 o'clock 5 days a week? Don't you get burned out? Don't you get tired of it? A little bit. A little burned out, a little tired of it at times, but I remember seeing a video from someone named Alex Marnozzi, or I don't know how to pronounce his last name, and it says waking up at 5 o'clock doesn't make you disciplined. It doesn't make you disciplined if you like it. And that really stuck out to me because waking up at 4 a.m. 5 days a week, almost in a way I like it because of how hard it is. And I think I've conditioned my body. Oh, sorry, that is a big car coming by. I think I've conditioned my body to enjoy waking up that early. I think something that I need to get over, and something that I'm still not really used to and that I'm trying to work on, is change. And when I don't wake up at 4 a.m. and going to the gym later during the day is where I struggle at. But yeah, So I think that is a quote from him that has really stuck out to me in the last couple of months since I've been doing my morning routine, because I genuinely like it. And real discipline comes from doing the things that you don't like. It's a little, I've had people tell me before that, oh, you're so disciplined because you go to the gym at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. But in a way, I like going to the gym at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning because of the feeling I get after it, because I get to go grocery shop right after super early, because I'm done with my workout by 6, 7 a.m. so I can come home and just not have to worry about sorry, my camera almost fell. And going back home and not having to worry about going to the gym again, or being able to go work out again later during the day. That sense of fulfillment of being able to get my time back, and being able to have more time during the day to be able to do whatever I want. But yeah, that quote stuck out to me a lot, and something that I've been posting on my TikTok for a while now is the power of showing up. I think with my pre-gym thoughts before I get in there and I start hitting legs is to not underestimate the power of showing up. I ended up getting a new job in July of last year, and before that I didn't have a job. So before I even got my new job in July of last year in 2025, I was already going to the gym super early in the morning. And then once I got my new job and I was having to go into the office 5 days a week, I had to figure it out. Going to the gym in the morning at 5 a.m. almost prepared me to be going into the office by 7 a.m. So I already conditioned my body to be able to get used to that kind of stuff. So going to the gym and then going into the office right after almost felt like second nature. And over the course of 8 or 9 months, I was going on site 5 days a week and being at the office by 7 a.m., having already worked out at 5 a.m. And my body felt so used to it. But I think that comes with understanding that experience, that 8-month experience of going into work after going to the gym at 5 a.m. taught me the power of showing up. Other people might call it discipline. I call it just another day. It might just be a Monday. It might just be another Tuesday for me. But I don't go around talking about that. Like, I went to the gym first thing in the morning, or, I don't really let that dictate what I talk about at work. I go to the gym at that time because I like it. But just because I like it doesn't mean I need to talk about it all the time. Like, it has genuinely helped me. So yeah, to all my other early birds out there, shout out to you guys, because I know it isn't easy. But if you genuinely love the game of waking up early in the morning and enjoy it, then kudos to you, because once you find enjoyment in it, the sooner you can find enjoyment in it, the sooner it can just be a rinse and repeat process. And I also really love the concept of stacking days, because if you go to the gym, it doesn't even relate to Ironman training at all. It's just training in general in the morning, because all my videos are around me working out first thing in the morning at 5 a.m. before work. All this related to that, and might not even be related to Ironman training. You don't even have to swim, bike, run, or anything. It could just be lifting weights. The concept of stacking days, you could just start small. If you're trying to get into working out, if you're trying to get into training, I used to work at a gym for about 2 years, and I had conversations with everybody about why they started working out, what keeps them working out, and all that stuff. What I'm trying to get at with the concept of stacking days is, if you're trying to get into training or eating healthy or just getting into a morning habit, is to start small. Stacking days is a marathon. It is not a sprint. And if you're trying to go to the gym consistently, you're trying to get into it, you're trying to get into running, biking, swimming, weights, That's a lot of training in itself. But if you just start with one day, I think that is enough of a win to try to come back and do it again and stack 2 days. So if you're trying to get into anything, especially if it's waking up early, like myself, just start with 1 day. Give it a shot. 1 day, try waking up at 4 a.m. 1 day, maybe try waking up at 5 or 6 or 7. Give it a shot. If you're not waking up until, I don't know, 8 or 9 a.m., that's totally fine too. This is for anybody trying to just do something new. The concept of stacking days, rinsing and repeating, structure, and all that stuff. All that set aside. If you just start with 1 day to just try it. Another quote that a friend told me is that the hardest line to cross is the starting line. If you're trying to wake up early, if you're trying to get more into a morning routine, a little bit of structure in the morning related to working out and going to work or anything of that matter, starting with just 1 day. Start with just 1 day. See how it goes. That's my morning rant. It is 7:13 in the morning. I'm about to get into the gym, hit some legs. I will show that part of my workout. You guys will see a couple clips, and I'll check back in when I get back to the car. So I'll see y'all in there. Alright, what is up, YouTube? It is exactly 9 a.m. I'm about to head home, eat some food. I've got an appointment this morning for my eyebrows, and after that I might head to the store, but my camera is at 1%. I gotta charge it. I'm probably gonna spend all morning charging it until I check back in sometime in the middle of the day, but 9 a.m., first workout done, leg day, we did it. I'll check in when my camera's fully charged later today. Alright, see ya. What is up, YouTube? After a whole day, last time I checked in it was around 9 a.m. Just went through a full day. Pretty busy day, so I didn't film that part of the day, but right now it is around 4 p.m. I'm gonna wrap up the day with my first bike ride. As you can tell, this is my helmet, my Schwinn. I think this is the Schwinn brand helmet. These are Oakley's. I know I'm wearing them inside, so I look a little weird, with the satin skull cap right under for even extra swag and protection. And yeah, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get out there on the bike for the first time, and I will check back in when I get back. I don't really know how long I want to go on my bike ride for, but it'll be my first time, and with it being close to the end of the day, I'm just gonna wrap it up with this bike ride along with this video. So actually, I will show you guys my bike right now. Okay, this is my bike. I think it's in Trek SL4. And I got this off of Facebook Market. And it's got the, I think these are, I forget what kind of bars these are called, but here's my bike. And so yeah, this is what I'm going to be ripping for the first time today. I'm going to go ahead and strap up, and I will talk to you guys when I get back. All right. What is up, YouTube? I just got back from my bike ride. All right, I have my watch for proof. Today, I just got back after doing 9.33 miles on the bike, and that was my first ever bike ride. First initial thoughts, I was having fun for the first 4.5, 5 miles. And then I got pretty far. I ended up biking right in front of the gym that I go to, which was at that about 4 mile mark. And right after that, I was having more fun up until I hit mile 6, and then realized that it was another 3.5 miles to get home. So now that I'm back, first thoughts, it wasn't easy, but the first 4 miles was a breeze. It might also be because it was a mix between downhill and uphill. So there were some times where I just wasn't pedaling and I was just going. But the pollen kicked my butt and I was dying. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you for watching part 2 of T-25 weeks out from my first Ironman 70.3. First ever bike, even after a heavy leg day too. So give myself a pat on the back for that. And then in one of these videos, I'm going to do all 3. Instead of lifting weights in the morning, I'm going to end up swimming and then probably bike or run and then do the other one in the evening. So yeah, baby steps, stacking days, just like we talked about this morning. So that's a wrap. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the new subscribers to the channel. If you could leave a like, comment, and maybe subscribe if you are also new. My name is Jesse, T-25 weeks out from my first Ironman 70.3, part 2. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'll see you in a few days. So thank you for watching. Peace.